Hello and welcome, Architect 611 here. Today we're going to be continuing our City of Spring Meadows. This is where we're at so far. We are just getting started on our high density area over here. We are starting to spread across the island, focusing on this side of the highway first. So let's let the game play. Housing has some space to move in here. Let's give them some more. We're saving, or we're wondering how much of this we'll need for commercial. Leaving no commercial in this block for now. It just means there are no trucks coming on and off this first block. That's helpful for the freeway entrances and exits. These bridges seem to be doing, or this one at least, seems to be doing fine. And then this is where we want all our traffic. But, you know, if, say, this car wants to, this house wants to drive over here, we gotta give them a better route than going all the way around. Well, they just wouldn't. They would come here and gives them more options, lets them spread out. I just noticed that. We want high density. I think we can go ahead and fill this block in. We still have the outer block if commercial. Yeah, we don't want to make people have to go too far for their commercial, and we built a thoroughfare in here, so this will be a big commercial area. But what about these people in the middle? Do we want to encourage more traffic across this bridge? It might be fine. What's going on here? Not enough educated workers. Do we have that problem again, or is it just the highly educated? It's looking like it's the highly educated this time. I don't think we have a university, do we? No, we do not. Looks like it's time to add a university because of the high density. That's what it is. They want the highly educated. So let's put a university down somewhere. It'll fit there, but it really doesn't give us the best coverage. What if we put it... It's a bunch of commercial in there. It can fit in here. Oh, that's still... Is that commercial? No, that's all residential. Should we just put it here? How's the traffic? It would be near this. Yeah, I think that'll work. Oh, if it can. Oh no, I guess it just looked to me like it was fitting, but it's been red this whole time. That's what we need to see. And that's really deep in the residential neighborhood. What about right here? You get off the highway, you take a right. Getting back on, you have to take a left, but maybe we give it a little bit more room before the intersection. And there we go. Look at all those happy faces. Wow, it spreads all the way over here. I did not realize how big that was going to be, but that's good. Trash is an issue only here. I'm hoping that's just a one-off thing that's about to disappear. No. How are we doing on garbage? Yeah, so we still have a little bit of space, but the trucks might not be getting everywhere efficiently enough. No, they're using 4 trucks. They're using 4 trucks. Alright, I hope that's a one-off problem. This makes sense down here, really hard to get to. It has to be these ones, because no way they're going to drive all the way out there. We are having this well-educated problem. And yeah, it's like you're hiring 2 employees and you're missing half your staff. Look at your high-density building. Hire some more employees. Residential demand. Let's just do a lot at once. Let's keep this going. I've been slacking a little on that. If we do it out to here? No, not on that. Oh, commercial. We're going to want commercial in this area. So let's not be crazy. That's why I've been taking it slow. But we can do this. Although, do I want more roads in here? Yes, please. Sorry guys, that just built up. We're gonna do something like this. And we could even have a dead end like that. Let's continue zoning as fast as I can and try to keep up with the game. I'll stop there for now. Still got to figure out how we're going to do this commercial. So we'll have commercial all along here. And I'll do the other side of the street. That might overload them. I'm forgetting how much high density commercial you need to get this bar down. But we're about to find out together. Or you already know, and you're like, that is way too much, or that is not enough. Looks like it's plenty. For now. But let's keep designing roads up this way. We don't want many intersections on this road here. And actually, it would be nice to have none. Yeah, force people onto this road if they want to go shopping. Here. Specifically. No, everywhere. We'll just stick along that road. Then we'll throw a street in here that everything will connect up to. And do I want to make this a 4-way intersection? Not really. So let's take that back. And let's just bring it down here a little. There we go. That looks really weird, but it'll serve its purpose. We'll bring an intersection off like that. Gonna try and match these curves the best I can. That's gonna cut into it, but that'll just have to be. How about something like that with more connections, though? We don't want everyone forced into here and here. So if they're trying to get off and go this way, I don't really like that intersection. I mean, that block. I don't like how close the intersections are. That's a little bit better. We could connect this up here. It does mean that if you live right here, well, you'd go shopping out here, or out. Don't want to have buildings right around this freeway traffic. I'll have to be careful with that. Oh, and look at our residential demand already. Okay, well, seeing that we've put in plenty of commercial down here, I've added some here. We're gonna want something for these middle people. And I think that's gonna be just bringing this all the way up. Does commercial dislike sound? Do I need to build those sound barriers? Please tell me in the comments if I do, otherwise I'm going to forget about that. Let's start this. Why isn't that zoned? Because it's on the main road. Do we want to zone stuff here on this little block? Maybe not. That will appease them for now, but they're just gonna keep asking for more. Do we want... I think I might have overestimated commercial demand. Or maybe as residential builds up, it's gonna need more and more. So I think I'll be careful with it and just leave some space. Garbage is an issue. It looks like that is becoming more and more of an issue, but what's going on? They have garbage reserves. Does that mean they're completely full? We're producing 230K. But we can process 240K. But our landfills are pretty full. That might not be enough wiggle room. Let's add more. So we've got 2 processing plants up here that really should be serving this area. But they must just be overloaded with everything else. So if we add more down here, that should take pressure off of these. Well, let's look at the specific numbers. Garbage reserves. Yeah, this means they're completely full, huh? But then why? I'm not understanding it. If they're completely full and they can just burn trash 24/7, why are we... Like, they should be burning more than we're using. It should go down. Has it not had enough time? All right, whatever. If you understand this, comment, please. We'll do 2, I'm thinking. And see how that goes. Should we just do 3 and be overly aggressive on trash? They are 30,000, 1.4K a week. I'll stick to 2 for now. We might have more impending problems. That's what I'm slacking on. The services over there. All right, let's do that now. If we put a huge hospital here, wow, it covers all of that. If we put them in here, and then the island does go up here, so if we put them in, we'd want them near the freeway. Yeah, it starts to get not so green right here. So that would cover all the way down to the southern point of the island, and I'm guessing it would start to lose its green around here. Let's actually, I was gonna say test that out, build this all the way out, but that's gonna be green. It's the little residential neighborhoods in here where I think it would start fading. But let's do that, because if we go higher up this way, they're just farther from the freeway. And then I'm wondering how we can fit. Oh yeah, fires. No, 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 it's not. I think it's smaller, but not that small. Yeah, it's smaller, so it can fit in easier. And then police, a little bit bigger than fire, but this hospital's the biggest. So it can't fit here, but we can put police and fire. I know you guys just built those houses, but let's build you right there. Fire. Fire will come in here. And police, I'm thinking here, but do they have a good place to turn around to get on the freeway? Yeah, right there it looks like they can make a U-turn. Just barely fits in. Perfect. They've got easy access to the highway, and they will cover this, almost this entire portion of the island. I mean, it'll totally work. Oh, I gotta play the game before the green pops up. It'll totally work, but you just have those zones. Yeah, but that'll be fine. Having to add more services to this island would just be really expensive. And now everyone's starting to upgrade. That was way too long to wait to put services in. I apologize. I really should have done that earlier on. But hey, we have a lot of money now. And this will actually continue to grow now that these buildings are upgrading since they have services. So it's really just an investment. I've just been focused elsewhere. So now, where do I want to put my final commercial zoning? We can definitely put housing in here. I know we don't have the demand, I'm just preparing. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do this. Just kind of looking at the traffic right now. It's highlighted in this mode. Everything looks nice. What's our traffic flow at, actually? 92%. That's perfect. With just a tiny bit of traffic there. On-ramp nowhere close to backing up, but it's got some traffic. And that is something to be aware of as we expand industrial, or choose not to because of that reason. Commercial, perfect. I wanted to place some more of that. Here and up to here. And then what if we just, oh, 14,000. Crematorium's perfect. graveyards. Actually, I was going to say graveyards are limited, but I recently learned that crematoriums can pick up dead bodies at graveyards and burn them. I believe that's right. It was a few months ago. Fact check me on that, please. But I think it's just very helpful all around. So that's a service we'll want to add. Water treatment plant is nice too. Less brown water. Look at that. That's perfect though. It just gets sucked right out. But we can make it look a little prettier. And then this looks like what's left over from our initial sewage. So anyway, oh, now we're at the single play speed. I'll leave it like that. Now we can bring that up there. And I'm thinking all the way along. Let's just do it. I know they're not going to need this for a while. I'm going to leave that single block alone. You could have a building right here. That would look interesting. Yeah, let's see what they build there. Might not be the best traffic strategy, but we can always remove it later. I'm thinking this could be commercial. Commercial. Oh, on this little block, not so fast. Well, just for looks, that gap is going to be ugly. We will move this intersection farther down this way, if ever necessary. That's the decision. But not here. Definitely not along this little tiny road that's before the bridge. I'll bring it up to there for now. Let's match this block, or the opposite side of the street with commercial. I like that as our just generalized kind of commercial area. Although coming up this way a little wouldn't hurt. Give the people living up here a closer place to shop. And I know I've totally overdone it with commercial. They're not going to move into all of that for a while. But that means we can add a ton of residential. Looking at these people, where do they shop? Really far down. We need something here. Or it has to come all the way down, but that seems like too much to me. I'll leave it for now. I keep saying that, don't I? But that's a part of City Skylines. Sometimes you just don't know and you want to find out. That is a tough place to zone with a paintbrush. I mean, a large paintbrush. No, we don't want a little tiny house there. They always complain. It's like, why'd you buy the tiny little property then? I'll put a power line there. Not a power line, but whatever these things are called. A power line tower. I don't know. You tell me. I'm sure they've got some kind of official name, right? I will let the game run on the fastest speed now. That gives everyone plenty of space to move in. Industry is going to become a demand now. So, looking at that right there, that's not looking good. It's becoming more and more of an issue. Uh-oh, but I mean, not uh-oh. Just oh. It cleared up. This is getting worse and worse. Looking at how upgraded these places are. Most of them are going to their third stage. No, it's these newer ones out here that have just started. Yep. We're not building any more industrial here. That's confirmed. And we may have an impending traffic problem, which is not going to be fun in vanilla. But hey, that's part of the challenge. We'll find a way to make it work. It's becoming a really bad issue. Okay. This is a pause the game kind of a traffic issue. Was not expecting that today. I wanted to see this island grow. I mean, we're almost there on this portion. But yeah, we can move garbage out. Move this power plant out. I don't know how much traffic the power plant generates, but it could be a lot. But then where will garbage go? What if we gave them... I was going to say their own little spot just connected right up to the highway, but I don't want to mess with this interchange. It would need to be farther down. Could go up here, but we're really trying to service from this area or from this area. Although we have this portion of this island, so I'm thinking it could be a great place to put a bunch of garbage services far away from any people, and then a big bridge and just have garbage trucks come collect from the city that way. Similarly to how we've kind of just cordoned this off as the gross triangle. Let's do that. The highway connection. We'll do it up here. So we're gonna want, although it's so far, they then have to drive all the way down here. Now I'm rethinking that idea. What if we put entrances and exits that came from this highway and let traffic enter here directly? I like that idea. That's my best idea so far. I'm seeing all of this traffic though and realizing it's not going to help any of that. That just helps this traffic. But that could help traffic flow around here overall. We're going to try it and see what happens. So if we extend this out... Oh, let's keep the grid. In one of the few places we have a grid. Those can both come out like that. Definitely connect up. Now. Oops. Now we don't want the grid. But we don't want demolition. There we go. This one can come out like that. Now we need a way for these guys to get access. How about that? And We're gonna wanna... Let's go up and over. Perfect. I can get on and off the highway here. Let's see what that does. I'm honestly not convinced. This is just such a big backup all at once. Let's let the game play. Maybe the backup starts to resolve itself, and maybe this helps. We're already getting a bunch of traffic here, and I'm just hoping that alleviates the traffic here. But when I say here, I mean these intersections. That's where they all block up, and these intersections all don't have lights. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. This line comes from here, I believe. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That might have done it. Yeah, it really takes some pressure off this side. Let's get our traffic map out. This intersection is our worst right now. It's because everyone knows this is the street. Oh, and we don't have these cross streets. That could help too. Oh God. What's involved in that? We'll have to empty both of these, which are both over half full. We are emptying them, right? Yeah. So we're emptying them. It's just going to be time until we can build that cross street. This cemetery, we have 587 out of 3,000. Well, let's stop that right away. Let's start putting up some, what are they called? Burn your body buildings. Crematoriums. But we'll need a cemetery to replace that one. Some people prefer to get buried in a cemetery. And then, as I said earlier, I think then you can just take their body out and burn it in a crematorium. Yeah, morals, city skylines. What if we put it right here? Or out here, where there's nothing built yet. Just hoping I don't want to do anything else with it, but okay, we'll have to move it again if we do. So that will help with the graveyard all the way down to here. Do we want a graveyard down here? I always forget where death care is. They just threw it in a healthcare, like seemingly late. Doesn't it seem like it should be its own thing? I mean, I get how they're related, but if different people want different things, they're kind of... I mean, no, not that. They're a little different. Yeah, we can fit that right here. Perfect. Now, crematoriums. I'm not spending too much, am I? And I'm more worried about the weekly upkeep, not how much we're actually spending on the buildings, because that's what we have to keep positive. And then we will put a crematorium right here, so they can just take bodies from the graveyard and throw it in there. I remember reading this the last time I played City Skylines, so that's what I'm going on. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Put it right across the street. Actually, I hope they wouldn't have to turn onto the street and then go make a U-turn and come back. Let's just put it here then. Really not too far away. Crematoriums. We're gonna need death care over here as well. See, I forget about it because it's bundled up with healthcare. We put all of this stuff over in this area. We can fit death care in there, but then it doesn't get all the way down to the south. I think we're going to need a northern death care and a southern death care. And we'll put it near this overpass so these people can access it. And that's good enough. Look at all those happy faces. These people can get covered by wherever the northern death care goes in when we put it in. Just making sure everything else is looking good. Education, we put in that university. The high school. We've got 18 well-educated, so we may need another high school soon. This is one of the problems I'm still working on with City Skylines. If anyone can give me advice on that, that would be helpful. Like, what's my target? I, I, I know it's difficult to estimate, but putting out schools, I'll do it when I need it, but I want a target. I want to know, like, oh, I've got demand for about 30% educated residents, but my educated residents is at 20%. So that justifies building another elementary school. That's what I would love. Maybe there's a mod for that. Um, just, I don't really like the guess and check game. So for now, we won't build one. That's my guess. And then be 48% uneducated. Let's solve that. We'll put, let's make sure I'm building a elementary school this time. We'll put one. Oh no, that's wasting all that bridge space. Put them in the center. There's one. And put one up here in this little area. But it still makes these people happy. That'll help with our uneducated problem. Traffic is still flowing. That's good to see. Water. I built a little higher than I was expecting. These are all just being emptied. Do we have like a death care demand either? No, it just shows you the availability. I meant like a current demand, a way to measure that. Like, are we meeting it? Do we need more? Less? Not just, are they full? What's this problem? No, it's the little building, of course. Yeah, uneducated, and they're missing... Oh no, they have the lower education and uneducated, but they need these. Just that one though? No. No, this is overall problem. So let's add a high school. No, that's university. Is that a high school first? Maybe put one over here. Or just go straight to the high density. And we can leave this as an area that doesn't have the high school, which puts them to well educated. Because we do want to keep some just educated residents. It's hard to talk about too with the terms they use. Because if you're highly educated, you're educated. But if you're educated, you're not highly educated. Confusing. Put this right in the middle. No, middle, like, no, we want it on a thoroughfare. We're in dense areas. Put one right there. I'm guessing that gives everyone happy faces. Yeah. And then university. I won't forget that. No, we've got so much capacity. I know they might not travel that far. But we just added the university this episode, so let's leave that. And all right, we have almost filled in this area, leaving bits of space to fill in commercial if necessary, but we'll probably end up filling in a bunch of residential in this area. We have industry demand, and our residential and commercial is growing. This does seem like a good spot to end the episode. We've got demand for next time, where I want to finish up this area. It doesn't mean we have to. That's kind of my plan for now. I would also like to get into industry. Um, where is that stuff? Where like natural resources is what I'm looking for. That says traffic routes, natural resources. So I don't have much experience with this stuff. I remember doing it early on, and for some reason, I just don't think I liked it. Didn't bother with it again. You don't need them, but I was thinking if we're going to be making electricity with oil, and there's oil on the map, shouldn't I just be getting that oil and then producing electricity right next to it? Let me know. Um, Leaving comments, liking the video, and subscribing, it all really does help. So if you have made it to this point in the episode and you're still watching this series, please help me out. Keep the series going, keep the channel growing. Thanks for watching. See you next time.